Brian, what have you got in that STX, by the way, you was driving?
Yeah, I got a massive.
That thing was flying.
You know, listen, I tell you, but people get weird, so I'd rather you not know.
Hey, that's
brother,
fair.
last time, ever since I touched it, I got permission to. So, ever since, I'll tell you what happened, right? And it's kind of cringe, but I'll tell you why. So, I had waited 3 months for Interceptor, right? And I got permission to drive the Penumbra because I wasn't getting any update on the Interceptor stuff. Because I don't haggle people, right? And so he's like, you know, hey, you can drive my Penumbra. I touched my Penumbra for 5 minutes, and it turned into a 6-person YZ in the Penumbra. And then I had a senior officer check me on it.
Yeah.
Instead of confronting me directly. And I'm like, that's fucking cringe. I'm like, fuck this shit. And then I got accepted, and then they still didn't finish the final. So, yeah. So I don't know. It kind of got annoying after a while, but yeah, let's just say. That's not the end of it. You know when Maxwell got that Yote in the Wii-Star?
Oh, the Wii-Star, yeah.
I drove it for 5 minutes, and that turned into something too. I think.
Well, from what I've been told, sir.
Yeah.
If you command, you're allowed, yo. So you'll command, so
I think
no one can say shit.
The thing is, back in the day, people like myself and Bass used to have to balance shit. That's not a thing anymore, and I think some people forget. Like, so like, it gets like, you know, those kind of things don't happen, right? Like, something to consider, but you shouldn't be going around being like, hey, go pop that hood. What do we got in here? Oh, that's a strange thing you got. Yo, that's like, it's like, bitch, that ain't your fucking job.
I want a fucking Yote, so I brought a Yote and they wouldn't let me use it, sir. I sold it to Maxwell for half price.
Well, to be fair, okay, that is like a real thing, right? But that's like for high command to figure that shit out, right?
Yeah.
Not for, 12 different people with their own opinions trying to impress it on something. You know what I mean? So.
It is what it is. Maybe one day.
Yeah, but yeah, it's pretty gnarly. You know what? Actually, during this pursuit, I miss how things used to be. I might explain. Not that it's bad now, but back in the day, we were not actually able to repair our vehicle on scene. Did you know that?
What do you mean, sir?
If our vehicle went out in a chase, we couldn't repair it. However, our vehicles were fucking cracked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the way that people get away is they had to endure, right? And as a consequence of that, it was like a getaway, you know what I mean? But they also couldn't easily repair either. I kind of miss that. Like, you had to go to, you could only repair at Benny's and you could only repair at Mission Row PD. Do you remember this? Actually, you wouldn't remember it.
Nope, no idea.
Yeah.
What was it like back in the day, though, sir?
There's a lot of different back in the days, but this is like one of those.
No,
like I'd say,
like PD vehicles
always. No, they were cracked.
This much worse than civilian vehicles?
No. Our vehicles were the best.
What?
So it was a different. I mean, it depends how long ago we're talking about. Let's just say in the 2.0 cell phone time, I think it was the best, and I'll explain what it was. Is that it was literally me and Bass were the only cops on duty sometimes, right?
Really?
But yeah. But the thing is, our vehicles were like way better. But what that meant is like we'd focus more on tack instead of like. Let me give you an example, right? Like, let's say you had a vehicle, and that vehicle went 120 miles an hour. We could do 140. Yep. Yeah, we could do 140. So
hello, guys.
There wasn't really like a you know how sometimes it feels like we got to push our shit to the max just to keep up? Yeah, we didn't do that back then. But that's why there was more importance on pit and ride. Now, when we get those crazy pits, it's because like your fucking foot's on the metal,
no choice,
and you have no choice. Yeah.
Good night, guys.
So
Good night,
I'll be back in
have a
like
good
an
night.
hour. See you soon.
But in the same breath, it also meant if our vehicle disabled you were cooked. You know what I mean?
Don't you think the concept of us not allowing yachts for Interceptor drivers is really backwards?
I think it's an impossible thing to solve because the problem is there's like 120 different vehicles and then we got a bunch and there's so many different configurations. Is that what the federal balance probably is supposed to be? Is like you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I think that's the real issue. You know what I mean? Because on the same vein, if it was just like greenlit and then everyone had those, right? Well, okay, it might work against all those people that got like, you know, have the money for the $1.5 million car, but what's going to happen when, you know, people are not sweating? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like it's just a hold your breath thing, you know, for 3 months, 6
maybe they could
months,
introduce like another tier in the pursuit unit though, like, I don't know, elite driver or some bullshit, you know what I mean? And then there's only a few of them on the streets.
Isn't that what pursuit team is?
No, but I mean like, no, but I mean like for the yacht engines, you donut. You know what I mean?
It's Command Plus, that's what it is.
Yeah,
no. Yeah, but that doesn't mean they're elite drivers though, does it?
Yeah, but that's irrelevant though, because the thing is, look, there's going to be people that are going to join the PD, and they may be gifted because I don't know, they come from a lineage of criminals. But just because they're good at it, you don't ever want to just reward them with like the best shit, because you want them to learn to be a cop first, because otherwise they're going to turn into a fucking useless ping chaser. You know what I mean? And I don't mean. And by the way, I don't mean those that like it, but I mean if that's all they're fucking doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's not really policing at that point.
You know what I mean? We have elites for every shift of interceptors. Like the elites, maybe they're supposed to have access to yachts. Yeah, there's only like 2 of them, I believe, per shift. Yeah, but still, yeah, I guess 2 is enough to hold the guy. Yeah.
I don't think there's like my point is that I don't think there's like a perfect way to do it. You know what I mean? It's just there's too many configurations of cars, so it's like. Either we're going to be really too good or our vehicle's going to be dog shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
It's one of those you've got to accept that some people you won't be able to chase, and it is what it is, you know?
Yep.
If they want to get away, it's okay.
I agree. I actually completely agree with that. If motherfuckers bring out like a bunch of supercars and they're just looking to jump a fucking wall and dip, I say, fuck it, take the money. I ain't got time for that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
If they want it more than me, fair enough.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we were doing that back like 10 months ago. Yeah, like the besties were having this off-road car. You guys remember that?
The Droga.
Yeah, this one.
Droga was great.
Yeah, we were immediately breaking off. Like we saw that car like.
I mean, I think we should still try, right? And I don't think Miller means that we just look at it. Like we still try, but if you look, I think we all know in our bones when someone's like, you know, like they get on a bicycle and they know we can't do anything about it. Like, you know,
that's changed. No, that's
BMX.
changed. You know, it's Sterling. You know, it's Sterling style.
Wait, what do you mean?
New case law, Sterling style. Have a read. It's on the. You can pull out in front of motherfuckers on a bike now. London style, bitch. Sterling style. Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, Sterling style. Yeah.
What is it?
Hey, some idiot stole an interceptor. I'm driving them 150.
Got rammed off it by roads.
Wait, but what is the law exactly? Like, if you do a violent thing, then you can like pit the bike.
What is? I think it's if you can articulate as a violent. I think it is a violent one.
Oh yeah, that makes more sense. No, I mean someone does. Oh wait, even if they rob a 24/7 or something.
Well, this guy who, if you read the Sterling style case law, he was robbing locals and then he robbed a police interceptor, and that was enough for them to say it was okay to.
Can I ask something though? I mean, y'all three have been around. Were around. Remember before all the crack tuner cars and shit came, and the yachts and this and that? Wasn't it a lot more like, you know what I mean? Like, I think when the upgrades came is when shit got all over the place. You know what I mean? Before it was like CVPI, and then the middle cars, and then the Interceptor, and it was just kind of like
so
the stages.
I just became an officer as tuner was a thing, so I was driving a CVPI with like an 8-speed and like pretty good bits, but people didn't really have engines, and it was fucking. I could like stay on certain kind. You know, obviously I wasn't an Interceptor, but it was a capable car. Now CVPIs
Yeah.
are just fucking
See,
useless.
I was in a period of where we only had turbos, and that was the only thing you could
Yeah.
whack in your car. And
I believe that was the best
issue-
time. Yeah.
the
I
issue
agree.
we had
Yeah.
though was the Taurus only went 181, and
It's
all the
probably
other cars
expensive.
went 189, so we would just get straight lines.
Oh
constant,
yeah, that's still
like,
that's
every
also not
phase.
good.
Oh,
I
no,
agree.
No, we are using the sequential that day to make it
There
189.
wasn't sequential back then.
You sure?
No, there were. I was
people
literally
couldn't use
before you, Milan. I
Was
was
it?
using sequential.
Yeah, I was one of the first cops to use an 8-speed in it.
Maybe I never knew
yeah.
about an 8-speed, and I was just suffering.
No,
in
no, no,
silence.
Yeah,
wait.
probably
Ye-
yes. Probably yes.
Wait, are you? Wait, hold on. When you say sequential, you mean the cheap one or the expensive one?
No,
'Cause-
the
more
180 grand one.
Wait, that always existed?
Yeah, of course it did. Yeah.
Literally, Dan was telling me about it.
You-
From
Oh.
day dot after the collapse.
Yeah.
I don't think it did.
Yeah, literally, Denzel was telling me about it.
It was around way before Tuna for sure. Way.
Oh,
way before.
okay. I think Miller is like me. We're thinking it wasn't in the beginning. It came before Tuner. I agree with that, but it wasn't like
yeah.
right away available. Like it.
I'm 100%. There was a time period where all you could do was a turbo, and if you were in a Taurus, you were
I remember that was the only turbos you ride, and then they put that was sequential. But I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
the Scout was better than Taurus on the start when we were using the turbos only.
Yeah. The scout.
Scouts
I
were
remember
better.
the scout ruling the streets at one point.
Yeah.
God damn, that was terrifying.
And when we
Yeah,
come to
I agree,
Tauruses,
Anguish.
because Taurus was
Mode
better,
selection
then
was the best.
Sequential was there
Hey.
somehow. I don't know.
I still think mode select, like when you did the mode selection, that was my favorite. Maybe it doesn't make
telling me
full
about it.
sense, but
Oh,
like
God.
that was the best because it was like every vehicle had its like type, right? Like I used to love the CVPI. Like, oh my god, it was sick. But and yeah, the interceptors were the best. Like a Mustang, whatever. We only had 4 actual interceptors, right? But every car, be it a CVPI all the way up to the interceptor, could all go to S, and they were like competitive. Let's say, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. We need a four-wheel drive Interceptor car. That's the big thing we're missing.
You know what it is? It's just
Wasn't
too complicated these days for it to
Yeah.
be
It
like
makes sense,
Four-wheel
though. It
drive
makes sense.
Interceptors would be huge for us, though.
I mean, how is there like? It's hard for us to find a system that works when every other car operates different with all the options available.
Oh,
with the same
exactly.
parts.
Right.
A car
Yeah,
can be
that-
copy and paste, and
Yeah.
it's completely
I
different.
think you just don't remember, but Brian is talking about all times when the modes was in. That most of the cars is
Yeah.
almost the same. in
But
the
I think
PV,
the
like
I think the
initially.
CVPI. I think it was A+, but it felt like it was an S. It was a very, very good A+.
Yeah, I believe that was when we lost them, like this kind of mode stuff. We not responding to the B, C, or D boost anymore because of that. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
everybody driving Tauruses or Interceptors right now.
Yeah.
No, it's so expensive to build up a car to pursue them. You've
Yeah,
got
but
to be
also-
maintaining 2 cars. Or
As soon as you
3.
pursue them, they jump into supercars anyway, and then you just leave you.
Yeah, but you don't get it. When the modes was in, you can drive with Interceptor to like B boost. Because you're downing
Yeah,
your
you can
car.
t-
Yeah,
if
I'm
you
not-
don't
yeah,
push
yeah.
it.
I-
And when they
I
switch
understand,
it to the
yeah.
you can still just rise up your modes and you can just ride as an S plus car. You know what I mean? And
I
that
miss
was,
it
I
too.
believe that was really cool. I'm gonna say it. You know, I miss that days. But hey, this is what it is.
So back in the day, Brian, you would be able to like, you would have higher speeds than the people you're chasing.
Well, okay, way back in the day, yes. So there was look, things used to change every 6 months too, just like it does now. But there was a period of time, and my favorite is the PD cars should be generally better than the public cars. However, our driving etiquette also needs to be double what it is today.
Yes.
So what that means is, let's say someone goes into the corner, let's say someone goes into an alley, only one car should ever pursue it. The other cars just know immediately parallel, like going on the exits. And because your vehicle is faster, you're able to go in and zip around the corners. You know what I mean? And when you go in for a pit, you can line it up and then pit safely instead of today where it's like You have to floor the vehicle and then like perfectly time it at 180 miles an hour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
in that sort of environment, like that sort of, let's say, a PD vehicle setup, I'm telling you, man, if you saw like how a PD operates with that, it's like night and day. It's like artwork.
I imagine it turns it more tactical rather than brute force, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's everything. It's not just the driving; it's the comms and like the planning ahead of the people in charge of the scene. They have to plan so much further ahead.
Yeah.
And communicate that during a chase. Where now I feel like it's just a shit show. There's like 6 cars on one vehicle. Everyone follows the same alleyway. Like one guy parallel. Like all the etiquette, like Brian said, is like so different now. Like there's barely any.
I don't think it's because of like training or who it is, right? It's not like it's an elite force thing. Think about it this way. If we have to slam the accelerator down, right, to keep up, you can't realistically be tactical, right? You don't have wiggle room, right? That's the thing. But when you have the wiggle room, now there is not an excuse to be non-tactical. There is no excuse to, like, let's say, slam a vehicle by accident, right? Like today it happens. If motherfuckers are going like 180 miles an hour and we're chasing them and they hit the brakes, they're fucked because we can't brake like they can, right?
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden we're slamming into their ass.
They brake twice as quick. They turn twice as fast. Like that's why all these guys do fucking constant U-turns on like every corner. We're just
I hate
like,
that
here we
shit.
go.
The U-turn is shit so annoying.
They know how to exploit the vehicles, right?
And then they
That's so
crash,
annoying.
and then it helps them because they crashed it.
Oh, that shit annoys me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I believe
Astrons,
personally, I'm with the Nye on it. I believe like PD itself need more training because one time we were having like the chase with like 9 or 8 pursuit drivers. Only pursuit drivers were on the chase, and I'm gonna say we absolutely clapped the guys. Like clapped the fucking criminals there. Like there was no escape. People were paralleling. People were spiking like they're supposed to. Everybody were switching positions frequently. You know what I mean? Nobody was blocking nobody. It was perfect. And
you're talking about 9 units on the vehicle here, though.
They're all pursuit drivers.
That was
kind of
interfering
expect
too, you know what I mean?
happen, though, right?
That was interfering 2 cars there, you know what I mean? Yeah, but I'm saying if we can do it with the experienced drivers, is meaning the people who are doing mistakes in normal positions, more experience, more training.
I don't think that's fair though, because here's the thing, right? Those that do get that cert is because they picked it up and they've been interested in it or whatever. But like, when's the last time you saw like we've actively like? It's not like people are actively getting pulled aside and said like, "Yo, let's train on this," right? It's like,
remember that before, Brian, at Davis with the Sweets and Lovesick, we did like pursuit training like every week.
Yeah. Like my point is, I don't think it's fair to be like, well, they don't got that experience. It's like, well, did we give it to them? You know what I mean?
I'm gonna lie.
It's true.
My experience with interceptor stuff, I was just holding the ankle of the king. I was like, take me, please. Please,
Yeah.
King, 5 months, please. Just give me exam, test
Oh,
me.
I know. Trust me, I know, Jack. Yeah.
It was insane. I'm not like because there is nothing like you saying.
Yeah,
oh, let's
Jack, you went to
test
everybody.
you, or wait, no. You need to literally beg to be tested if you want to be interceptor.
Nah, but
that's how it's working right now.
I mean, when I was going through it took me a while to get through it, but they were pretty receptive when I was talking to them. Well, Quillen anyway.
And not with me, and not with Spectre. Spectre was not email chain. He was not at the spread like on our like logs as an interceptor certification. Key 10 was having nothing for months. And I approached our like Captain Maxwell to put everything and invite him to the email chain because nobody done it. Like literally nobody cares. Like from interceptor leads, like they don't care about the people, under them. You need to approach them if you want to be deal with. You know what I mean?
I think going back to what we were talking about though, like I think it's less of a skill thing. Like genuinely, I think it's just you can't. There's very little wiggle room to do those skill things if you're slamming an accelerator, right? Like you're just
I
like
agree entirely.
Oh yeah, we can tactically pit, except at the we're pedal to the metal. It's like you turn
Take
just a
corners at
little bit
150.
wrong, it's over. You know what I mean?
You gotta put them while you can. You can't choose when you want to put 'em.
Yeah, that's
take corners at
exactly
like
it.
160 when you just gotta hit.
And then when you do drive the nimble car, it being the Penumbra, it's as light as a feather too. So you got no punching power. Now you're just wrecking your car into everything, just breaking your shit.
And then put yourself in like a new person's shoes that may never had the driving experience. Imagine you fuck up once and now you're getting screamed at on radio. Like, understand me, like, you know, like, what the fuck was that? Oh my God. Like, you know what I mean? We're like, what the fuck? Now all of a sudden that motherfucker's like, I ain't pitting ever again, bro. You know what I mean?
Took so much. CVPIs today have been going crazy in pursuits, just always in the fucking way. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, stress.
I mean, it's because once again, right? They're trying to keep up with the scene, but the thing is, like,
Yeah, but you can't. Just don't try. You can't. Just find an alley and fucking put the
they
spikes
just
there.
flip and roll, you know.
It's hard to, like, as much as you can say that, it's hard to go and say to all CVPIs they shouldn't try, because it's every pursuit. Every pursuit is an interceptor at this point.
I had to do that for a lot of my phase as a cadet and PPO.
Hey, I'm gonna say a hot take. It's not a hot take. I think this is like an expectation. If you ever see someone and like, man, why the fuck did they do it? You have no room to complain unless you pulled that individual aside and corrected them, you know, and showed them how to do it. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Yeah, because
I agree.
It's just rough for CVPIs at the moment. Like, when I went through the training, it was nowhere near as bad as it is now.
Oh yeah, like you mean like it's like a useless vehicle. It's like the vehicle that just gets to the.
Every robbery's a yoded ass run. That's why I just take hostage every day.
That's the problem, right?
Yo, it's so bad.
CVPIs are used as a cleanup tool. A car goes out, CVPI go deal with it.
Yeah, I always document.
That's also not terrible. That's also not terrible while you're learning your craft as well. You need to learn those things as well, right?
True, but there's a balance. Like, they've got to enjoy themselves and experience the adrenaline of a pursuit.
Yo, I agree 1000%. I mean, because the thing is, like, okay, how many people you think probably, you know, stop coming around because they're in a fucking CVPI and they're just like, what? My PD experience is taking hostages and like taking 95 and process. You know what I mean? Because every time I get in a CV,
I was doing that for 1 month, okay? As a PPO, I was doing that.
A month. Oh no, that's
stay with the car.
Bro.
Stay with the hostage. All 30 days in the row.
Yo, you know, you say 30 days like that's like a long time. That ain't nothing. Like
30 days, and then after 30 days, I was crying like a little bitch to the Maxwell to promote me. I'm gonna say it, okay? I was doing that.
That's the thing, Jack. Most people won't make that 30 days. Most people will last a week or two and go, yeah, no, I'm good. This isn't for me.
Yeah,
I'm crazy.
On to the next adventure, you know?
Yeah, a lot of people are like, that's fair.
And I think that's a fair thing.
It.
Yeah, I know, and that's super fair. Like, I mean, you know, it's we have privilege because we. Okay, like, how do I put this? Like, we didn't have to go through the rough patches that I think probably people do today. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100%.
I believe there is less calls DPIs can respond. Like, because remember back in the day was this.
True.
What was it called? Alcohol runs? I forget the name. Oh, you know, like they were having the stalls and they were just driving on buying wood or transporting the stuff. You know what I mean? Or dropping the stuff in the stolen cars. You guys remember that?
No, 2.0 wasn't shit.
Oh yeah, this one. You know,
they
were
still do
always.
No, wait, what?
No,
2.0 vehicle balance was amazing. What do you
I
mean?
try and catch them regularly, but it's so hard to find them on your own.
No, I think
nobody
the problem
gatekeeps.
lies
What
in
does he
initiative.
mean?
If you're in
Barry,
CGPI,
you are.
look for a CGPI type of calls.
Exactly.
You need to get the
100%
PD dick
there.
out your mouth.
Because they're getting ignored by everybody else.
37.
You just need to ask for 77s, and they'll come help you, but they're not going to be the ones.
37s aren't really CVPIs anymore.
Well, it depends.
It's also
It
true.
depends what you turn up to. I turned up to one earlier today. I had to break off it because the car was way too slow.
Yeah.
We had to get 3 CVPIs.
Yeah,
Literally
2.0 cars were great. It was vehicle mode. Okay, some aren't as good, but it was good.
I mean, the Taurus is pretty shitty unless you put like 300-400k into it.
What if the CVPIs could just have better engines?
All right, thank you.
I drove the Yote CVPI for a minute, and trust me, there's a lot of people, oh my god, this thing is sick. Cause like some dumb motherfucker, they only look at how is it in a straight line. I was like,
you turn.
You know what I mean? It's a great like intercept car or like a parallel car, but you ain't like, you know what I mean? You ain't chasing that. You're gonna flip your ass like into a wall at some point.
Nah, but there was something cool about the ass chief and the chief rolling around in smooth top CVPI slamming motherfuckers into the wall.
Oh, cool. Turner is a really good driver, mind you. Like,
have you seen him in his premiere now?
No, yeah.
Maybe on a chase going southbound Los Lagoon.
All right, we should probably get out there. We're just collecting paychecks right now.
You are right. You are right.
Yeah.
Totally right.
All right.
Trick.